Hello, this is Kartika Aran, Assistant Professor, OG, Department of Information and Technology. I'm going to handle you computer architecture. Code of your computer architecture is 19CS305. The second slide is your Unit 1, Basic Structure of a Computer System. Now, today we are going to see the performance measure of the system. The performance measure is highlighted. The topic to be taken today is highlighted in yellow color. Hello guys, today's session is about performance measure of the system. We'll be dealing with different terminologies. So let us first get introduced with those terminologies. This diagram is a time diagram of a clock signal. Here, across x-axis, time is plotted, and across y-axis, amplitude is plotted. This is the clock pulse, which is also known as the square waves. So, time gap between these 2 points, which are in the same phase, is known as the time period, or cycle time, or cycle period. In this slide, we are going to see about the different terminologies used for the performance measure of the system. What is frequency? Frequency means number of time periods for clock cycle per second. Frequency means the clock rate, which is denoted by F. CC, which CC mean it is a cycle count, that is how many cycles are there within a particular time interval. We know that whenever program is executed, it's having a multiple instruction. For executing each and every instruction, we require certain number of clock cycles. So when all instructions have got executed, then full instructions, that is all these instructions have their cycle count, that is total number of clock pulses required for the execution of a program. What is CT? It is a cycle time. Cycle time which is equal to, that is, which is also known as a time period. Time period is nothing but 1 by f. 1 by f is as we know, this is a common formula. It is a reciprocal of frequency, gives you a time period. CPI, cycle per instruction. We'll discuss about CPI in the upcoming slides. IC is the instruction count. MFLOP, it's millions floating point operations per second. And next comes MIPS. MIPS is millions instruction per second. What is execution time? Execution time is nothing but CC into CT. What is CC? CC is total number of clock cycle required for execution of a program. A program is a collection of mix of multiple instructions depending upon the instruction category. Number of clock cycle required to execute the instruction may vary. CT is nothing but your cycle time, where clock cycle into cycle time can be rewritten as instruction count, that is IC into CPI. CPI is nothing but your cycle per instruction into cycle time. Okay, and this can also be rewritten as, where your CT can be replaced by 1 by F, that is IC into CPI by F. Okay, fine. Then what is CPI? CPI is nothing but total CPU clock cycle for the program divided by your instruction count. That is where summation of I is equal to 1 to n, from, that is different category, from 1 categorical to n categorical, which is CPI of I into I of I, that is any category. Any category can be there in I comma I, divided by your instruction count. Instruction count is nothing but your the percentage. We'll discuss about that later. Next is MFLOP. MFLOP is number of floating point operation in a program to the execution time into 10 power 6, because the power 10 to the power 6 represents, where it says MFLOP is nothing but million floating point operation per. What is that 10 to the power 6? Because m flop, m is the million. What is million? We are going for million over there. What is million? Million is mega. Mega is nothing but 10 to the power 6. Okay. Next comes the MIPS. MIPS is equal to IC, that is instruction count, divided by your execution time into the 10 power 6. The same thing applies here. It is million instruction per second, so we use 10 to the power 6. Then IC can be rewritten as a frequency divided by CPI into 10 to the power 6. Now let's see a problem based on the performance measure of the system. Now we are going to calculate the CPI and MIPS for a CPU with 200 MHz frequency, which is executing a benchmark program with the following instruction mix. The given that is a table is given with instruction category, performance of occurrence, and number of cycles per instruction, where your instruction category ALU contains 38% and number of cycle per instruction, and load and store instruction category contains 15% of occurrence with 3 number of cycles per instruction. Next comes your branch instruction category contain 42% of occurrence with 4 number of cycle per instruction. Next is other registers, which contain 5% of percentage occurrence and 5 number of cycle per instructions. Let's see what are the data given. Here we have got the frequency, that is frequency is 200 MHz. We'll check for the solution. We are going to calculate CPI, that is CPI is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n CPI of I into I divided by instruction count. Your CPI is, which is equal to, we have got the category as I is equal to 1 to n. Here we have got the category I is equal to ALU, that is 38 into 1 plus your load store 15 into 3 plus branch 42 into 4 plus others 5 into 5. Okay, this will be your summation of I is equal to 1 to n terms, and here instruction count is nothing but your percentage of occurrence. Just check just calculate the percentage of occurrence over here. We have 38, 15, 42, 5, which if you add these things, you get your instruction count to be 100. Just calculate the thing. After calculating, CPI is 276 divided by 100, which is equal to 2.76. Now your CPI is 2.76. Now they are also asked to find MIPS for a CPU. Okay. Now we are going to calculate MIPS. MIPS is nothing but your IC divided by your execution time into 10 power 6. IC can be rewritten as F, that is frequency, by CPI into 10 power 6. Now our frequency is, we know, 200 megahertz. Megahertz can be rewritten as, that is megahertz is into 10 to the power 6 divided by, we have CPI value, that is 2.76 into 10 to the power 6, which is equal to 70.24. That is, their MIPS is approximately equal to 70.24. Fine. This is example 2. This example 2 is same as your example 1. This is for your practice. Just execute the example 2 and check for the solution in the next slide. These are the references. These 3 books are referred to prepare for this slide. Just refer these books. Thank you. If you have any query or doubt regarding this PPT, you can mail me at kartikaran@savita.ac.in. Thank you.